Okay, for this exercise, you can use an exercise ball to put your feet up on it. You could use a chair or a couch, or even just putting both of your feet up on the wall, but you want to have 90 degrees here. And then what we're going to do is we're first going to learn how to breathe with the diaphragm. So even without any instruction, just take a really deep breath right here. Okay, so do you see our chest moves? The stomach moves as well. So what we want to do is we want to focus that just into the diaphragm. So I say put one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly, and now I want you to just move this hand, but let this hand stay still. So take a nice deep breath in through the diaphragm. Good. A really good way to make sure that that happens is you can say the letter N, and where your tongue lands behind your teeth, you're going to hold it there and then take that deep breath with your tongue staying there. So deep breath here. Good, and then out. Okay, on this next deep breath, what we're gonna do is learn how to brace. So take a deep breath in and hold that, and then don't let me poke you and push my fingers into your sides. Okay, so here I want you to imagine that you're like a shaken up can of soda, and it's gonna be 360 degrees around. You're gonna have tension here to the sides and all the way into the back as well. So go ahead again, take a deep breath in, and then hold. All right, now while keeping that brace, I want you to breathe out. Good. So this is separating the breathing from the bracing. And all three of these things that we've learned are important. Breathing with the diaphragm, bracing, and then breathing and bracing separately and together. Okay, and each time that you breathe in, you just re-support that brace. If you're having a hard time breathing out and keeping the brace, try this. Putting your tongue again behind your front teeth and just forcing the air out by saying tss. Okay, so take a breath in, hold, and then go ahead and breathe out. Tss. Good, and you'll feel that as you push that you're able to maintain that bracing while you breathe out. Okay, so now that we've learned how to do the 90-90 breathing, we're gonna transition this into a dead bug. So if you hold your hands up like that, now you look like a dead bug. So if you take the breath in and then hold the brace, now I'm gonna move the ball out of the way, or the wall, or the table, or couch, whatever you're using. And this right here can be pretty difficult in and of itself. So this might be just where you're holding and like do it in 10-second increments. But here's how we're gonna progress it. Is then each time you take your breath in and re-brace, you're gonna move an extremity. So she'll touch her arm down and then come back up. And then do the same thing with the other arm, okay? That's easy. As we get going, we're gonna now do it with the legs. So you're just gonna keep your knee flexed and come down and just touch the table with your heel. Good, or the floor, wherever you're at. Then here, good. As we progress, we'll start doing that opposites. So we'll go here and touch and come back up. And then here and touch and come back up. Eventually, I'll want you doing it to where you're kicking the heel all the way out. So we're gonna demonstrate that here. Good. These stay, those ones move, these ones move, these ones stay. And that's the dead bug. All right, so now we're going to do progressions of the dead bug. So you'll take your breath, make your brace here, all right? And the first thing that we can do is we can push our hand and our knee together, and you're going to create this resistive force here. And just holding that can be pretty difficult. And then as you're holding there, you'll go ahead and separate. So pushing here, and then you're going to separate these ones and put that leg down and that hand down, and then come back. And then you'll just switch sides, pushing here, pushing those ones apart, and that can be pretty difficult to do. After that, what we can do is we can take some resistance bands, and I'm just gonna put this on her foot, and the other one around a hand, the opposite hand. Now you can do this same side too. You could do side to side, but it's always good to maintain a cross crawl kind of pattern. So then what she can do is take that breath and brace, and then go ahead and kick out there. And that band is going to make it a little bit more difficult as well. If you want to up the game even from there, you can push here and do the band work, okay? Just takes a little longer to switch the band over to the other foot. But those are some progressive ideas for dead bugs.